All right, here we go. All right, well, I guess since this is episode 1, we're just gonna jump into it. So this is the Canceled Podcast, and we are trying our best to get canceled as soon as possible. I am Joshua Barron. I'm Joshua Barron, and with me I have the saddest dude I know, Michael. I don't know if you want your last name known or not.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. Guess I'll say it. You just made it seem like you don't know it, so I'll say it. Hi, I'm Michael Aguilar.
I don't. I've known you my whole life.
You should get used to it, since it will be our shared last name, one day.
Are you See, we never discussed this. Whose name are we switching?
I think we'd hyphen, actually.
That is a long name.
Oh yeah, you won't find there'll definitely be no keychains with that.
That is literally just us.
No keychains. No nothing.
No. Oh man, our adopted children will hate us.
Would we adopt? I feel like.
No, I don't. I fuck that.
Also, everyone listening is just like, what, are they together? We're not actually together. We just say we're married, but maybe one day.
Yeah, we've been best friends our whole lives, so everyone just resorts to us assuming we're married, which is fine. We might as well be.
One day. Just don't be surprised when the priest asks at Josh's actual straight wedding, and they says, "Are there any objections? I'll just come running in a better dress." And just be like, "Let go my man, you hussy."
Damn. And the sad thing is, you probably would know whoever that woman is.
Right.
Like you would know exactly who she is.
I probably went and helped her pick the dress, and then I was like, "No, don't pick that one.
Yeah, like the whole thing."
And then I'll show up in the dress that I told her she looked bad in.
Where's the fucking, I don't know, where's the best man? I don't know. Right here. It's just you in a fucking dress.
We haven't got to that part yet.
Why do I feel like you'd be wearing fishnets in your dress?
You can't wear a dress without stockings. Fishnet or not.
But yours would be fishnet.
Yeah, fish or not, that you should be wearing stockings.
Right.
This is a weird intro.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Everyone is clicked
I
off. They're like, I was giving it the first 5 minutes. This was weird.
Yeah. These two dudes who aren't gay, but are gay.
But they might be.
No one knows. No one knows exactly what they want out of this.
Which is exactly how we function.
No, but no. I figured that this first one should just be us introducing how we know each other and shit. That'd be a pretty good one,
Oh, see, I didn't read any of those notes. Okay. So
that's fine.
So I was a poor girl on a prairie, and
oh god.
One day a mysterious traveler came in, and he had a child, and you were the child, and I was out milking cows, and then you were like, "I want butter," and I was like, "I'll get you some butter." And then
my god,
I don't know. And then yeah, I think that's how it was. Is that how it was?
I don't know. I was apparently a really small child.
Yeah, no. In actuality,
how old was I? Because I don't know.
In real life, when I wasn't on the prairie, and just in suburbia, I think I was 9. Or 8. It had to be 8 or 9, because you all were very small.
Yeah.
And it was Ryan's birthday, so he got a T-ball machine for his birthday. Sorry, this is the same story, but it's people don't know that story. So he was 3, and he just got this T-ball machine thing where you push it with your foot and it shoots a baseball up into the air, and then you hit it with a baseball bat. And
he hit me in the face.
No, you weren't there yet. You weren't there yet. And then it garnered attention of the street children, which makes it sound like they're street urchins, but they were just our neighbors. Just the local riffraff. And our neighbor went and got Liz. She went and got Liz, and then a few days later, I think it had to have been a few days. I don't know. This part gets a little hazy for me. And then just there was one day where the same neighbor who went to go get Liz came back with you and Liz, which was confusing because we were like, "There's another one."
You didn't know other kids existed.
Right. I was like, there's other children here. And like right across the street, which was also confusing. But yeah, obviously you didn't live there. But anyway, yeah, and then if Ryan was 3, I think you're 2 years older. So you have to have been like 5, 6. You had to have been like school age for sure.
I'll tell you what, I don't remember. All I remember is just like, oh yeah, we have friends across the street, and it was probably before like I felt conscious and aware of being alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do you remember the first day that you think that you were alive?
Yeah. Oh. No, 100%. I think I was 6, so it took a while.
Right. Longer than most.
It took a while. I remember I think I was at Burlington Coat Factory, which is so freaking specific and weird.
That is my mother. Really weird.
I don't know why we were there, but we were there. And I just remember looking at clothing and then being like, what age am I? Oh yeah, I'm 6. Huh. And it was just kind of like, I don't know, like the gears just finally turned on in my brain. It was just like, oh, I exist. Like I can have thoughts. That's crazy.
You weren't just on autopilot.
It literally, that's what it felt like. I feel like most of like growing up until I was 6, like 1 through 5, I was just like running around, not really understanding what anything is. I was like a dog. But like, just like they called my name and I showed up.
You got fed. You went to the bathroom when they told you.
Yeah, I got fed.
That's nice.
I played with my toys. Yeah, I did my thing.
Oh,
I wiped my own ass.
Ooh, points for that. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
There are some kids. There are people that still don't do that well.
It's a shame. It's really gross.
I'm just saying, there are people in the world who still don't do that well.
Yeah.
I think I was like 4 and like going to kindergarten, like first day of kindergarten, when it clicked for me.
Oh, so you have the same thing?
Yeah, but it was like I was 4, not 6. Mm-hmm. When it finally came to, it was my first day of kindergarten that I was like, oh God, like I'm a real person.
I feel the burden of the world.
I just felt absolute crushing devastation. No, it was really weird too, because like, I mean, obviously you don't dress in like a uniform just in your like normal day as a child. So like putting on a school uniform was like really like weird. So I distinctly remember, because like we had to wear like white polo or like button shirt. Yeah. Not like a dress up shirt, it looked like a polo shirt, like, you know, like had a little collar.
Huh.
And then we had to wear like blue.
Well, we had one of those.
Blue slacks.
We had one of those too.
Yeah. Even though it was a public school, but we still had like a uniform anyway. And I just remember like that day, and I was like, why am I in this? Like, what am I doing in this like foolish garment? And then went to school, and then that was the first day I'd ever injured myself, because I slid down off the fireman's pole and I twisted my ankle, and then I and then I never did any physical activity at school ever again.
You said, I don't like this anymore.
And then school was ruined because I twisted.
That's hilarious. Your first day of like conscious
literally
being,
the first day.
You fuck up.
Yeah, and I twisted my ankle. I've never slid down a fireman's pole again. Just the sight of them, I'm like, oh, that's where I twisted my ankle. Like even now, God. Like not that I'm like regularly encountering firemen.
So you'll never date a fireman. You'll never date a fireman. Please.
Well, I mean, I don't have to go down the fire. Why would I be going down the fireman's pole?
Maybe he's into it. He's like, ride the fire pole down onto my dick.
Oh my God! First of all, I would kill him. Second of all, I would kill myself. So it would be like a twofold. It would be like a murder suicide. I would just fall with such force that I've crushed him and like broken my spine.
I could like hear all of it happening too.
And then they have to like ring their own like fire alarm to be like, call an EMT. Like, they're both dead.
Also, why are they fucking in the garage? They have a room.
I've also like I've never been to. Have you been to a fireman's station?
Funny enough, my company, I haven't been to the station, but we are working on a fire station.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is super weird because we usually work on schools,
Right.
so this was really out of the box. But actually, that job is being like it's taking forever to like finish because well, we were waiting for everybody to set up what they need to set up for us.
Right.
So we like just check on the site until we decide that okay, we can put people on the site and
Right,
like,
right.
do our job. Well, that was taking forever, and then COVID happened.
Right.
So that prolonged it, and then it was like a back and forth of like people going on the site and then not going on the site. And then, yeah, and now I guess we're kind of still doing that.
Okay.
It's just taking forever. And what sucks is that, like, it's really small because it's just a firehouse.
Right.
So it's like,
Oh no.
but there's a lot of cable. This is the weird thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to get a really quick note. Chancho's
Okay.
stuck in my room. For those who don't know, I have a small dog, and he's currently trapped in my
Quality
room
content.
because the door
Quality.
is closed.
We only care about quality.
The dog takes priority. I'm so sorry.
I mean, it makes sense.
He's literally looking at me with like sad puppy eyes.
He's not a puppy, though.
I know, but
He's, like,
still
on
looking,
the edge of death.
He's still looking at me that way. He fights death off every day, and we just applaud him for it. There's a whole lot of
So you have
Motion there.
your dog, Chancho,
he's named after the movie Nacho Libre.
obviously. And then you have...
I like how you just glaze past it. You're like, yeah. Like everybody knows
Yeah.
that Nacho Libre, that's a character in Nacho Libre.
I mean, how would you not know? How would you not
if I've
know?
never
If you haven't seen
seen
Nacho,
Nacho
Libre.
Libre.
Yeah, you're fucking up.
I mean, you're right.
You
You're
know.
right. I don't know why I said anything.
That's like I'm pretty sure God wrote that in the Bible. He was just like fucking. If you haven't seen Nacho Libre, you're going to hell. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Ignacio
You know?
316. Watch Nacho Libre.
Even though they have a whole bit on how God doesn't exist in the movie, God still loves that movie.
And he didn't provide them their cheeps, so they've had diarrhea since
Nope.
Easter's.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I do
man.
have the small dog fighting death every day, and a bearded dragon named Kal-El. She's a girl. But we didn't know that, so she just gets called Cal.
Yeah, she just didn't have a dick one day, and you were like, oh.
She just
I guess
decided
you
not to be
decided.
Superman, I guess.
Yeah, fucking up as well.
I guess.
That's right under in the Bible. That's right under there.
I mean,
it's like right after Nacho Libre. It's like if you don't decide to be Superman, you fuck up. Also,
She is a bigger fan of Batman, I've learned. So,
clearly,
Yeah.
because she watched you play all the Arkham games.
and she loved them. And when I stopped playing them or like put them on pause, she would turn and look at me dramatically, like,
And then she yelled at you.
no, if she yells like for a creature that makes no noise, like literally none. The
Yeah.
most she'll do is
Yeah.
like, but like, so if she,
Oh, it's a hiss.
yeah, but like for her to be like to say something.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't bark. She's not she's not a dog. There's no noise. So for her to
Yeah.
for her to say something, I think I'd have to like exercise her or something.
Hang on, I'm gonna pick up this phone call from Maya, and yes, he's gonna be on the speaker.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Maya, I just want you to know right now, we are recording our first podcast episode, and you're on it.
Our first
Congratulations.
guest. Woo!
Thank you.
I mean, he can't hear you, so.
Oh, it's true. I can't.
What is this then?
No, you can.
I can hear him. He
You
can't
can't
hear me.
hear what Michael's saying, but everyone else can hear what you're saying.
What is this then?
So everyone can hear me?
Huh?
So everyone can hear me?
Yeah. Say hello to all the people that don't know that this show exists.
Hello, all those people who don't know the shows exist.
Woo!
What do you want?
You better start listening.
What do you want?
You want-
Yeah. What are you gonna get?
I am.
No, you better figure it out, cause I'm busy.
Yeah, I know. So you want anything that I want then?
Now I'm scared, cause now I'm like, what are you gonna get? And you know,
I mean, I can
cause
make this
with
easy.
my
Literally
with my
don't-
luck, you'd pick Panda Express, and I would probably
I
have to
know
kill
you
you.
don't like good food, so I won't take it. You want McDonald's?
You are so far off on that. Like
I
I
don't-
wouldn't.
I am all
I
for
wouldn't
Panda
put that
Express. I don't know
in
what
the
he's
good-
talking about. Panda Express.
Both of you. Both of
will-
you
I
are
mean, they don't
disgusting.
have spicy nugs anymore, but you want McDonald's?
Yeah.
What do you want?
You know the 20 piece. You know how I roll.
I-
With the sweet and sour sauce. None of your barbecue bitch sauce.
No, sweet and cave sauce.
Sweet and sour. Sweet and sour. Yeah.
Alright, have fun, losers.
I will.
Bye, Maya. He can't hear
Tell
me.
Michael say hello.
He said hello.
Not hi, but hello.
He said hello.
I'll see him next week, maybe.
You guys are gonna do great things.
We'll see, you know.
Oh, you didn't tell him that I'd see him next week,
All right, I'm
maybe.
hanging
By
up
the
on
way,
you.
that trailer wasn't that hype, just saying.
I'm hanging up on you now.
Well, you didn't tell him I'd see him next week, maybe.
No, he upset me.
Oh. Because they didn't have the spicy nugs, he upset you.
No, because he talks shit about Justice League.
Oh.
Because he knows if he says anything bad about Batman vs Superman and anything Zack Snyder, like I have just like, because I was passionately fighting for 3 years to get to where we are now, and so he knows if he says anything bad, like my instinct kicks in and I just get like that subtle anger, no matter who says it. But then I quickly realize, oh, he's fucking with me.
Right. So is it like a Karen?
He just does it
instinct,
just to
think?
like get that look.
Is that
me?
Yeah. Is that? Do you think that's the closest you'll get to ever being a Karen? Is defending
Honestly,
the Snyderverse?
I think so. It's because you have to understand, I was beaten and whipped for so long by all these
Choice
people
words.
that were like sucking Marvel's tit, right? And then they're like talking trash about Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman. Like that's all I heard for so long. And I was like, no, you just don't understand. Your brain haven't evolved yet. Like once when I turned 6,
when you unlocked your full potential.
I understood the way of the world. Yeah, I understood the way of the world. So when you reach, that course of life, then your brain will suddenly understand. It just takes time. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. I mean, I have no
I know
problem
you don't like your heroes
with the
being
Spider.
challenged.
I
It's
obviously
fine.
the Spider-Verse, the Snyderverse. I have no problem with the Snyderverse. I thoroughly enjoyed Batman versus Superman. I really liked the standalone Henry Cavill Superman. It was a great time. I'm a big fan. I like Snyder's work. I just did not put in the effort because you told me not to bother with the Justice League that was released previously that we don't talk about
And you
anymore.
watched it.
And I
And
did.
you
I
watched
finally did watch it. You said I was allowed. you allowed me because you said,
Just so you could understand with what I was living with for the past 3 years.
Right. So instead of sharing the burden, you told me, here you go. You can have some of the burden now that it's like 3 weeks away.
Well, days away now.
Now,
when
yeah.
we're
But
recording this.
at the time when I had watched it initially, it was about 3 weeks away. So I get it. I get why you all fought for 3 years. I get the frustration because it really.
And you heard my heart shatter, right?
I heard your heart shatter. It was kind of
explode.
funny. it was this weird like right at the beginning. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Then I can see why there was a lot of issues.
Like, yeah, a big amount.
There was
Big amount.
it wasn't even just like one or two. There was just like I wouldn't even call it a movie really. I would call it a tragic event.
It's disgusting.
It was like very
Honestly.
like a car crash, when you can see it and you're like,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
that. That's how it felt, but like plastered with DC characters that we know and love.
Yeah, I just love that the one article, I think I sent you the article, and it was like pretty much the everything in a nutshell, without getting too deep into it. But I just love whatever executive they were talking to that they left anonymous. He was just like, we all knew it was a piece of shit. Just no one said anything.
But like, why wouldn't they have said something
Because-
and like just been like, you know what, we fucked up?
Because no company does that.
But they
No
lost
billion-dollar company does
so
that.
much money.
Yeah, the crazy thing is they had already put, I don't even know how much money, but then they put like 300 or like 3 million on top of it. Like they stacked or something like that. It was like 300 or 3 million, something ridiculous number, and they thought that it would work out. And it's just like, how would this ever work out?
They had to sit there and watch years later as like Endgame and Infinity War happened, and they were like, wow, is that what
Yeah.
a movie that was like put together looks like? Is that the success
It's
we could
weird.
have had?
It's crazy how. Yeah, it's crazy how, like, if you just trust your creatives, like, what can happen,
It's almost as if
It's weird, right?
if we had just listened, maybe we could have actually
Yeah,
been a
it's just
direct competitor to this thing instead of
Yeah,
absolutely
it's-
squashed.
It's hilarious because Zach actually, I think in an article that came out today, he was like, yeah, I was the only one that's saying we shouldn't be copying Marvel. We should be, like, not a direct antithesis, but, like, just don't copy
Right.
Marvel. Like, because that's stupid. You can never, like, catch up to them. It's because they were already, like, I don't even know how many movies in. And it's just like, what you just needed to do was just have your epic,
Right.
Just have your epic story, and that's enough. Like, you don't need to have this giant, like, sprawling ongoing story. You just need like he just wanted a 5-film story.
Right.
That's all he wanted. And then Warner Brothers is like, no, fuck that.
The characters are in Marvel, as someone who watches more Marvel and like takes in more Marvel personally. It's a lot more. There's a bit more of lightheartedness to the films where they kind of keep things better, or not better, but like they keep things in like a shinier, polished way, and they don't have like the gritty characters except for like maybe the Punisher, or like you start getting into some of those characters where you're like, oh, I can't watch this, like this is too much. But like DC has always been unapologetically just itself and just gritty and raw and like never filtered. Justice League movie that was released was just I don't know what that was.
Disgusting.
It wasn't a movie that I'd watch again.
It's just like why I like DC so much is because they deconstruct their characters. Like their characters are all usually flawed, and they show that, and I just find that like so much more interesting. And then Marvel is just like the basic, like, comic book, like we're real heroes. I mean, they have comic arcs that do dive into like their psyche and stuff.
Right,
like
they are getting better, but it's taken a lot longer.
As far as the movies go,
yeah.
As far as the movies go, it is really like the I'm just a real good guy kind of thing,
I mean, I know you haven't seen WandaVision yet, but
I mean,
whew,
no, I probably won't ever.
That I cried a lot. Mental health is real, y'all. Get checked. That's all I gotta say.
Oof. But I did see some of the spoiler stuff, and I was like, that's weird. But yeah, I probably will never watch it. That's whatever they got going on with Spider-Man, though. I will always be up for Spider-Man.
Oh, it's definitely going to be like the three spiders are definitely uniting for sure.
It better be.
No, like did you see the font?
Because you know what?
Of like
I
of the
already
title.
forgot the name.
Okay, so it's like
No Way
Home. But like the spider is written as Spider-Man Tobey Maguire. The man is written.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So if you look at it, Spider is written as Spider from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Man is written as Man from Amazing Spider-Man, and then No Way Home is written as Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So it's definitely
it's
not. Yeah, look at it.
Is it?
It's completely.
I'm looking at it right now.
I thought you were just looking at your crotch.
I'm looking at it. I'm staring
Looking at
into
it,
it.
right? Yeah. But yeah, I was like,
Does it have like the blue and the red?
Yeah. It's all just.
I don't quite see it.
Oh.
Hang on.
Oh, he's switching to the big monitor, the big guns.
Spider-Man.
The first thing that comes up is just like a cartoon.
Maguire. Spider-Man.
Henty.
That opening was fucking... Did you watch the cartoon?
Yes, that's where I fell in love with Spider-Man, I think. Not, well...
I think...
Like, yeah.
Nah, I fell in love with seeing the first movie with Tobey Maguire. I think...
No.
I love that movie.
I think it's
Well,
good.
I saw it way younger than you.
But,
I saw it way younger than you.
Okay, you're only 3 years younger than me.
Way younger.
I guess more impressionable.
So, wait, it came out in, what, 2002? So how old were you?
I don't know how old I am now.
You're just getting by.
Just exist. I know for sure I'm not 30.
Well, it's definitely not the same font.
Yeah, it is. At least the one I saw.
No, I'm looking at it right now. It's not.
I literally saw.
Oh, maybe you saw like a different version.
Let me see if I can find it.
Because the one I'm looking at is not like that at all.
But this isn't what I wanted. It's just porn. No. So like the shape is. Sorry, I meant the shape of it.
The shape of what?
Of like how they wrote it, like the style of it. So like the.
Yeah, the font.
Not the.
Because the font's not the same.
Yeah, it definitely is.
No, I'm looking at the 2002 poster right now. Not the same.
2002.
Yeah, the original one. What version were you talking about?
Wait, where?
Because you're saying it's in like the same.
I can't
you
find
must have
where
saw,
they
like,
released
a fan.
it. You must have saw a fan thing.
Yeah, you must have saw like a fan thing. Because it doesn't even match the Amazing Spider-Man font.
It definitely did. Oh, maybe I'm just on crack. It
could be.
It definitely did, though. Wherever it is, it's gone.
We're in a different timeline now. Zack Snyder's
From
Justice League
3 days ago, whenever I noticed it.
Yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League coming out, so we're in a completely different timeline now.
It's changed.
Yeah, everything's different. Oh fuck no, I don't want to open WhatsApp.
Hell yeah! It just
Well,
opens WhatsApp. It's like, what are you doing on your WhatsApp? That's a texting thing.
well, getting around,
Oh,
but not actually ever getting laid.
kinky. Oh.
Is that kinky?
What was that even English? You were asking me.
What is happening?
I don't know.
What the fuck
I don't
is
know if it was the
happening?
audio just glitched, but you went all that happened was you went "Akiki," and then you like stopped talking.
I didn't do that at all.
So
Oh man, I'll tell you
This is
what,
going well.
if you're already 30 minutes in, I'll tell you what, you should decide right then and now how much time you want to dedicate
I
to
will
this.
let you know only one of us is just drinking, and it's not the one you think.
See, so I can't even like confidently say I made that sound or not. So, everything's up to interpretation.
You may have. He may have.
Yeah. This was supposed to be mainly introduction, but we went off on a whole thing.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I think that is sort of like the subplot of the podcast is to just let our brains just go.
Just go.
Which is nice.
Just go, and if our penises are out, our penises are out.
I don't. Yeah. So the basic subplot of this podcast is to just let our brains free and unchain them and unhinge them from the normalcy of the world.
Yeah, because fuck
I
everything.
thought.
In the ass.
Oh no.
But, so yeah, we've been friends for forever.
Oh, we did. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah. And you went to college a lot longer than I did.
Well, you make it sound like I was there for a long time. I wasn't there for a long time. I did my 4 years and then I was done.
It felt like it was a long time. At least for me.
No, it was pretty. It was. Aw, because you missed me.
I just missed your presence.
Sure. You can say what you want. I know what you mean. So I went to 4 years of undergrad, went to a bit of grad school that didn't work out, and in London, which was not a great time. I mean, it was
London.
great, but
Also, because you're surrounded by the British, right?
that's not why it was a bad time. Although one did assault me, but we
That's
can't
exactly
make that
why.
speak them for everyone. That one bad.
I
egg.
always forget that you had to punch somebody.
Well, he punched me
Did
first.
you punch him? I don't remember.
He punched me in the face.
Oh, there it was.
And I should give some context here. Assaulted on a train.
Just tell the whole story.
Well, I don't know that my friend feels comfortable with me sharing her side, but anyway, assaulted on the train. There was a guy was trying to steal a bag. I said, don't. I literally just said, that's not your bag. And he came up to me. He threw the bag back on the guy who he was stealing it from. This was also like at 3:00 in the morning. And and the guy came up to me and said, you don't know what you just fucking did, and then punched me in the face.
No, you got to say it like he did, though.
Oh, you don't know what you just fucking did. Was that awful?
Yeah, it's perfect, actually. That's a perfect.
That's not
I
how
felt like I was there.
It's not how he sounded. He was a bit more.
I felt like I was right there.
A bit more bruvy. It's a bit more like,
Hey, bro.
you don't know what you
Bruv.
just fucking did. It was also like really angry, and I can't do the accent and be angry.
Because then you just laugh.
Right, and
can't
then
take it seriously.
or I like switch into like the girl accent where it's like I can't even think of it now. Where it's like I can't. Wow, it's gone.
Hello, like Tracer. Hello. Hello.
No.
Hi.
Mary Poppins. No.
I'm May Poppins.
No, it's,
I'll suck your cock for a nickel.
No, it's like the Essex, like, do you know what I mean? Do you think I'm stupid? Stupid.
Oh, so you're Hermione.
No. No, it's like the big girl, and she has like a hoop earring on, and she's like, I just got my tan, I'm going to Magaluf. It's gonna be right.
Jesus.
Are you taking the piss, ain't you? I loved it. I miss that part. But yeah, anyway, punch me in the.
You miss making fun of them to their faces?
I mean, never to their faces. I would like try to.
Oh, I would.
Drunk me was not kind, and would definitely like fall into the accent, and then they'd just be like, "Oof," like. You know, like when other countries imitate delivery, when other like people act like try to do American accents, and they always go like "Howdy, partner." It was very that like that's how they felt.
Yeah, but they're wrong and we're right, so.
Well, no, it was like that. That's how it felt. Anyway, he punched me in the face. I just bled profusely, and then
Yeah.
he was surprised I didn't fall, and like I was also surprised I didn't fall.
You looked at him and you're like, hey, I'm just as shocked as you
Right,
are right now.
because I mean, again, I did twist my ankle on a fireman's pole, so I'm not the most physically capable of anything. So then he pushed me and then onto the ground, and then I got up after like probably 30 seconds and then just started wailing on him. And then he also had a bloody nose by the end of it, and now he's in jail.
Hooray.
Yay, jail.
We love prison.
So don't fuck with me, because you'll go to jail, is the moral of the story.
Because you'll end up being Michael's bitch.
Well, I'm not in jail.
But they'll be your bitch.
But I'm confused.
They'll know.
They'll know?
Because they'll know. They'll feel it. Your presence is there.
I don't think...
You know?
Well, he may have a bitch. Or he may be the bitch.
They
I'm
all,
not sure.
They all... See, because you're just so, like, powerful. Like, all the prison inmates have a story.
Oh, I bet he can't tell the story of how he got to jail. He just can't.
Because then it's humiliating.
Right. He got beat up by a horrifically just unable to defend himself guy, and
you're shredded. What are you talking
twig
about?
of a woman, and just got absolutely destroyed by us.
I feel like that's most thugs though. Like I feel like a lot of them haven't really been like, especially ones that just like steal purses and shit. They probably haven't actually really been in like a real fight or whatever. They just don't expect anyone to fight back.
Well, I mean, that was my first fight, but I mean, you just like have all those years of just like unhinged rage that you just bottle down, and I guess it just decided to come out then.
There it is. Is there anything important in that bag?
Store your rage. I have no idea, because the guy whose bag we saved, he ran away.
Oh,
he didn't stay for he didn't stay to.
So then you took the money.
I don't know. He took the bag. He took the bag and ran, but we don't know what was in the bag. It's still a great mystery. Sometimes I like to think that it was a weird drug exchange, and he was supposed to pretend to be asleep, and they thought no one would notice. But here's the nosy American.
You fucked our whole day up.
Yeah, and one got sent to jail for it. If he would have just gave me a little bit, I wouldn't have done anything.
Put the bag down, but give me and if you're gonna take it, give me at least like half of it.
I don't know what's in it.
Trying to help you out.
I'll look the other way. Oh yeah, you can just give me like 2 pounds of that.
What if it's like nothing? Like, what if he was just trying to take money and just like... Actually, what if there was nothing in the bag? Oh, what if it was just like something crazy?
What's
like,
in the box?
Fucking, I don't know. Yeah, like, but what if it was
7?
someone's head or
yeah,
something?
It was his,
or like a hand.
His wife's head.
It was the movie 7.
It was his wife's
the movie
head,
7.
and I just ruined it. He'll never get fellatio from his severed
he
wife's
was the
head.
victim. You didn't even know.
Yeah.
You didn't even know. He was the victim. He was like the good guy, and then the other guy was like the real bad guy. That's why he ran away after.
Well, I mean, the other guy, the height difference was astounding. I mean, the guy whose bag was being stolen was easily 4'11". Like,
really?
Easily 4'11".
That is a short man.
Right, and then the guy who was stealing was at least 6'2". So like,
oh my god.
Right. So like, there was a big difference. Like, he would have just like, "You're right there, Bean," and just took the bag with the guy.
Bean.
And just carried him off. And then they would have, maybe they were in love. I don't know. Maybe I ruined something. It was a special.
Oh, see?
I ruined
you don't know. And now he's in prison because he loves somebody.
Isn't that the moral of the story?
What if it was like, what if he was a prostitute and he was like hired, and this was like their king?
Oh, like their fantasy, and I just ruined it?
Yeah, you've destroyed it.
Well, he's in jail now. He can visit him for his conjugal.
And he couldn't use it as like a defense because he was too afraid of everyone judging him.
See, but if he would have said, "I'm a prostitute," I would have been like, "Oh, what?" What does that have to do with you stealing his bag?
Defense. Like you're wailing on him, and he just yells, "I'm a prostitute."
And you're like, okay, what does that have to do with you stealing a bag? If he would have just said, "Look, I'm a prostitute. I need to take this bag. It's our thing," then I would have been like, okay. But instead he chose violence. He chose violence
because he had to look tough. It was playing into the fantasy.
But then why did the other guy leave?
Maybe
he should have
maybe
said,
you would
stop,
maybe you would have
stop assaulting my
because
prostitute.
you beat the shit out of him.
Stop assaulting my prostitute.
Is prostitution legal over there?
I don't think prostitution is legal anywhere. Legals? I don't think prostitution is legal anywhere.
I don't think prostitution's legal, Batman's.
Yeah, it felt like to me I slipped into Coach Steve from Big Mouth.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you'd love
Everyone swears by
You'd
it.
love it, I think.
Bill Burr wrote it, right?
No, wrong one. It's
It's the other.
It's Nick Kroll.
Really funny comedian. Oh yeah.
Oh, you sound like
Yeah.
you don't like Nick
Isn't
Kroll.
I haven't seen any of his stuff.
What? You haven't seen like his character Liz from Publicity?
See, I haven't.
And it's like
I've seen
him
Publicity?
and
It sounds familiar.
It's him and Jenny Slate, and she's also, I think her name's also Liz in the skit, and she's they run up like a media company, and it's like Obama said no, Oprah said no. And it's like, oh no, it's Orpa.
That's the name
Orpa
of the
said
show?
no. No, the Liz was the Nick Kroll show.
Oh, Publicity.
Yeah, Publicity is the sketch. And the most famous one, or the one that's gaining more attention again, is the one where it's like they're holding a gala or something, and like
okay.
yeah. And
Is that the guy?
Nick Kroll? Yeah,
The one that is playing.
yeah.
Okay.
So he's
No, I like him.
yeah, and he's
I haven't seen his stand up though.
he's hilarious. He's the one of the main characters, and then his best friend is John Mulaney in the show, which is great because
Oh, really?
Right, because it's John Mulaney.
Love John Mulaney.
And then yeah, it's just about them being teenagers and going through puberty, and it's a great time. It's so inappropriate. There's lots of great.
I'm just so disturbed by the big mouth portion of it.
You
know?
you get over it though, because the hilarity.
I'm sure
takes
I do.
over. And like
I'm sure.
they. They just it's a no holds bar kind of show. They just go for it.
That's
There's
what
incest.
this is.
There's
We love incest.
oh well, I don't know about that.
We love it.
I was not a
If you're
not a fan of the
you're
Lannisters.
banging, if y'all are banging each other, your siblings, you go for it. You know, it's time. It's time.
No.
Just accepting this.
No, not a fan. I just don't think we should allow that in the gene pool. So maybe if you are, like, do it, but like, don't have kids.
And tell everybody.
No, tell no one. Keep that to yourself.
Tell everybody. Everyone needs to know.
Disagree.
Because then they're thinking. Then they start thinking. You know what? My sister looked pretty good.
She's got a dump truck. No.
That's been a more prevalent saying I've noticed.
Dump truck?
Dump truck.
I think
like,
it's come back.
describe ass.
It's definitely come back.
Was it a thing before? 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
90s.
ever remember.
But you would have been.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a big thing in the 90s.
Dump trunk ass?
Yep. Now.
I thought they didn't want ass in the 90s though.
Oh, no,
I
they
thought,
want
I
ass.
thought everybody thought being a twig was pretty up until like 2012.
I mean, yeah, no. Well, that was the 2000s fault. Because that was the time
Oh,
of
was it?
that was the time of like Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, and everything was like
Yeah, everyone
that's
was
hot,
disgustingly
yeah,
skinny.
and just and just like wearing.
Do you
beads.
remember like? Yeah, I was gonna say like it was like beady and
Mm-hmm.
like everything was everything had to be shiny.
and short?
And do you remember the thick ass like sandals they would wear?
Yeah,
Like but they were like really
Mm-hmm,
shitty quality. Like they were like basically like foam. God, that was a disgusting moment in time.
yeah. I don't think we should ever take fashion advice from the 2000s again. I think that was a time we
No,
can just
that was
let
bad.
die.
Well, because it was funny. Because then when transitioning, it was just kind of like, what's next? You know, people were wearing trench coats at one point.
Yeah, that was a weird thing too. I mean,
Because the Matrix had just come out.
yeah. I didn't ever watch The Matrix until a few years ago, actually, which was pretty interesting to watch it as an adult.
Like all of them.
Just the first one.
Like
I had
all
never
of
seen
them?
any of them until probably about
Wow.
2 years ago. I think was the first time I saw
Wow.
the first one. And the minute I saw Trinity, I was like,
Boy, did you go on a roller coaster.
I want to be that bitch.
Yeah. Man, the Matrix is a roller coaster. I'll tell you what.
I still don't think
And
I've seen the third one.
Here's the thing. Matrix 1, amazing, phenomenal. Matrix 2 and 3, on paper, and like diving deep into it and trying to understand it, it's great. Watching it just as a movie, it's so poorly executed.
Okay. That's very
But you read like what they were trying to go for, and it's like mind blowing.
right. Well, that was the Wachowskis, right?
Like it really mind fucks you. Yeah, it really mind fucks you. But just watching it and just being like, oh, I see why a lot of people didn't like this, because they just have a poor way of explaining everything going on in those movies. But what they actually did like is awesome. They were really inspired by anime, so that's it. The Matrix is actually like an homage to anime and like that style. And like the ridiculousness of anime. Yeah. Also, watch the Animatrix because
thought you
that
said the
gives a lot of
Animaniacs.
context. No.
I was like, yeah, I watched the Animaniac.
No. The Animatrix. They had a bunch of artists and like anime studios do a bunch of short films. Most of them are just like stories in the Matrix.
Okay.
Like things
Yeah,
that like happened in the
Mhm.
Matrix. But there's two that like tie into the three movies.
Oh, okay.
So one you get like a history lesson.
Okay.
And then the other one is like right before fucking that ship exploded. I forget what the name of that ship was.
The Hindenburg.
No, it's not the Hindenburg.
The Hindenburg
definitely
explosion
not.
actually ruined my bar mitzvah. It was pretty sad.
Did it?
No, I wasn't alive during. Do you know when the Hindenburg?
No, are you Jewish?
Right.
No, are you Jewish?
So like double no.
It's not the Nebuchadnezzar, it's the other one. If anyone is listening to me to this, they're yelling.
They're just like,
Right now.
you're fake nerds. Nerd cards canceled. Also, I'm pretty sure that word is Nebuchadnezzar.
But anyway, it's like it's Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a ship that gets destroyed, but it was like super important to like the plot. If you watch 3 and 2, like you should understand it. And then even crazier, if you really want to get super deep, which I have the book, it's a comic book, and it's a bunch of, again, stories in the Matrix. A couple of them were adapted into the Animatrix. But yeah, so when they were like when it was being filmed, they had these comic book artists write short comic books, and they would upload them onto the website.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, it's super freaking cool. It's nice. Matrix is the thing. I don't know what the fuck how they're gonna make it work with 4, but whatever.
Right, so there is going to be a 4.
There is gonna be a 4. It's coming on HBO Max as well.
What else did I see that was recently released, or going to be released? Oh, In the Heights. I don't think you care about that at all, but I'm excited.
I mean, I've never even heard of it.
It's a Lin-Manuel Miranda musical.
What is that?
So it's
It's a musical.
yeah, it's Lin-Manuel Miranda's.
So I really won't like it.
one of Lin-Manuel.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen the picture.
Yeah.
I've seen the
I'm
picture.
very excited.
Man, what a fuckboy that guy is. Look at him.
I thought you meant Lin-Manuel. I was like, ew. I'm like, not my cup of tea, that Lin-Manuel.
Nah, this dude.
The main guy.
This little rat's mustache.
Oh, I thought you were going to stop at rat. I was like, there's not a rat in that musical.
With this little rat, you know, the rat on his shoulder.
I'm like, Ratatouille.
And the rat's
musical.
like, hey, give me a piece of that ass.
Ratatouille the musical was an experience, and it was great.
Nah, he was super racist and like sexist. Like that rat was terrible. What are you talking about?
Ratatouille?
Yeah, Ratatouille. Yeah, isn't it about
Remy?
like how like Hitler rat?
Oh!
Yeah, Remy's like a Hitler rat, isn't he?
He wants to be a chef. He cooks
Nah, I can't believe it.
delicious meals.
Nah, he does.
Yeah, he teaches his brother how to
That's
eat
because he
trash
starts there.
deliciously.
No, he starts there, right? And then everyone rejects his food, so he becomes super
Oh,
racist.
so it's just Hitler
and
as a
starts,
rat.
It starts a war.
Who is he?
It starts a rat world
Who is he
war.
genociding?
You know, he just hates himself because he's
So he's
a rat.
killing other
you know?
rats?
So he wants to kill all the other rats.
would've
Yeah.
thought it would've been, like,
so
mice
he
or
teams up with
something.
like nah,
squirrels.
see, no, he teams up with like all the other woodland creatures to eliminate all the rats, like because that's
really
it's
weird.
like, I can't stand what I am, and everyone else is like, yeah, rats are gross.
I mean, it
so
was
they
also
just
weird
decide-
that like Hitler had this like Aryan fantasy, whatever, and he wasn't it himself. He was not
Yeah.
blonde, nor was he blue-eyed. But
He was also psychotic.
right, but I know. But like he was like the perfect man is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy. But like he wasn't.
Yeah, and he was none of
Right.
that.
That was, like the
A little bit of found a couple of holes in your philosophy, sir.
right. I was like, wait a minute. So then it got me thinking. I was like, oh, maybe it was just a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy that turned him down, and that's what caused this whole thing.
I was gonna say, isn't there theories that he was homosexual or something?
I have no idea. I just know that the paint theory that he was told that his paintings weren't good, which is why
Yeah, so then he decided to hate the Jews in prison, right? That's when he like isn't he in prison?
prison.
Then he wrote a book. Wasn't he? Didn't he write?
And
a
then
book
he got
in
out
prison?
through a hole in the wall behind a convenient poster.
Oh no, Remy dug him the hole.
With a spoon.
So they teamed up. Yeah, they teamed up.
Oh, and then for some reason Morgan Freeman was there narrating the whole thing.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman's always been here. He's God as far as I know.
Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty both confirm he is God.
He is God. God is black. Get over it.
And Morgan Freeman.
And Morgan Freeman. Do you ever think like, man, that's a great actor. It's gonna suck when he dies.
I don't want to think about him dying. I think there's other stuff I can do with my time.
But does it just pop into your head like, oh yeah, I like that guy. It's gonna suck when he's dead.
But I mean, he hasn't done anything in a while
No,
that I've.
it's just me.
I think it's just you. Like if we're talking about Betty White, yeah, the day.
Oh, Betty White's long overdue.
The Earth will stand still the day Betty White dies.
That I said the same thing when Stan Lee was like getting close. I was just
No,
like,
that was
hey,
that was a rough day.
ain't gonna last much longer.
That was a rough day.
That was a bad day for me. Yeah, that was a bad day.
I think that was the first time I was like, I get it.
I think I remembered like a little bit after I realized he was doing a bunch of cameos, and I was just like, ooh, when he goes, it's gonna be a day.
Yeah, that was
And it was.
that was like the first I think celebrity death that I was like, oh, I get why like people like get so sad.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's a different connection with him because he like invented so many like
Right.
characters that we've just like grown up to love and still love.
Because like I had it when like Bowie died, my friend's mom like didn't leave her room for 3 days and just cried.
Dang. I don't know about that.
Right. That's why I was like,
that kind of
I mean, he
reaction.
was great. He was a great singer. Not the best person.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, I don't get it.
Was he not?
No, I've heard he was very misogynistic and just like not cool. He might have raped some people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and like they might have been underage.
Oh.
Right. So, yeah, still like his music.
Oh.
But then this is also my same friend, when Prince died, she also did not leave her room for 3 days to cry. And I was like,
The same friend.
same friend's mom, yeah.
I feel like there's a trend with you going on here.
So I was like, Prince? I was like, really? Like,
I was shocked.
Raspberry Beret? You're crying over Raspberry Beret?
Raspberry Beret. That's a fucking killer song.
I know, but like, I'm not crying over Prince.
When doves cry, come on, bro.
Yeah, but I don't see it with like there's no musician I think right now that I would be like devastated like that. Like I wouldn't cry for 3 days in my room.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go that far either. It's like if I personally knew the person, then yeah, but
Right,
not like,
but not
you know.
someone I've never met.
Yeah.
And just
yeah.
have like grown up. But I guess it's the same mentality. I just grown up with it. But 3 days is a bit much.
I mean, if like someone was like, "Yo, Batman was real and he died," then I probably would have that reaction.
Do you? So like, if he was real, would you be mad that you didn't know he was real until he died?
Yeah, I'd probably be real upset about that, but then I'd also be really sad.
Really? But you wouldn't have known that he was doing
Probably be
anything
depressed for a
until
while.
he died.
But it's just like, fuck, all these stories are real? Like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
But I mean, we definitely hear about it.
Why are you hiding this from me?
I have something to tell you. I'm Robin.
Hello!
I'm Robin.
I'm Robin.
I actually don't think I'd be Robin. I don't think I'd be. I don't think I'd be a superhero
No?
in the DC universe.
Oh, but you would be a Marvel hero.
Yeah, for sure, easily. But I do think I'd be a DC villain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm serving you DC.
What villain would you want to be?
DC villain in the streets, and Marvel villain in the streets, or Marvel hero in the streets.
In the sheets? Who are you fucking?
Just myself.
So the point where both universes meet is in your bed?
It's in my bed, right here.
Yeah.
I think if I was gonna be a DC villain, you'd have to choose someone who for sure wouldn't kill you, right? First of all, so like
Me?
no, like as a DC villain, you want to pick someone who's not gonna kill you. So like you'd have to rule out like Superman right off the bat, because Superman would
I see what you're saying.
like Superman would just absolutely just destroy me. So like there's no, I mean, we saw what he did to Zod.
Oh, you want to be able to put up a fight, is what you're saying.
Well, not just that, but like just that I know he wouldn't kill me. You know, like I know Superman, he has the his powers just like he can kill me.
It could be accidental.
Right.
What you're saying.
So I need it to be like a Batman where he's trying to rehabilitate me, but I'm still doing bad. Like, very, very.
And then you're like, spank me harder.
Right. And he's like, whoa. I didn't sign up for this. Yeah, but I do think I kind of almost would want to be, it'd have to be a Batman villain, but I don't know which Batman villain I'd want it to be.
Condiment King.
Condiment King? No, I don't want to be the Condiment King.
Calendar Man.
Calendar Man. That sounds lame as fuck.
That's real.
No, I know, but that sounds lame as fuck.
Let me think. I'm trying to think of really fucking E tier, like really down the line.
Oh, like
deep cuts.
The Mothman or whatever.
Is there a Mothman?
I think so. Or like there's definitely a moth character or something, like he like just wears a
Mothman
costume.
is Watchmen.
Oh. No,
there was a Mothman in Watchmen, and he went crazy.
No, there's definitely like a moth character in Batman too, though, because Lego Batman there was a moth character.
Was there?
Yeah. I also think it'd be fun to be Man-Bat, but like I wouldn't want to be a bat.
A bat your
Right.
entire life.
Yeah. I do think he's a villain that is criminally underrated.
Oh, Killer Moth.
There you go. That's what I'm gonna be. He has like a weird purple
He's got a
suit,
cool.
right?
He's got a cool purple suit.
Yeah, there you go. That's who I am. Distract me with
He's got a-
flashlight.
He's got a cool looking helmet too.
You distract me with a flashlight, I'm done.
You get a gun.
I don't know. Does he
You
have
have
a gun?
potential.
See, there you
He
go.
does.
That's
Yeah,
that's what I
sometimes he has a
want.
gun.
That's the level of DC villain I'm giving.
You're really down there, huh?
Yeah. I want them to be like.
there's. Oh, is that? What series is this from?
I want them to be like, wow, you just didn't try.
I'll tell you what. There's a couple of cartoon pictures. It's definitely not the animated series, but it's definitely some other cartoon series. But he looks cool in some pictures.
See?
Like he's decked out. Yeah, you have potential here. One kind of looks like Blue Beetle, but clearly not. And then you have like his old lame outfit. He just has wings.
There you go.
Killer Moth, huh? That's what you're selling for.
That's him.
You don't even know his powers.
No,
Let's research this guy a little
I don't
bit.
think I need to know. I just that's the level of like villain I'd aspire.
He possesses no superpowers and relies on his technical equipment, including a Mothmobile. You get the Mothmobile,
Woo!
but he can fly. He has wings. Why does he need a Mothmobile?
I don't know. To look fancy, get around town.
Killer Moth is transformed into the monster
Oh no.
Charaxus.
Oh no.
Charaxus. Oh, was that the picture I saw?
I'm like, oh no.
Oh, the Charaxus is the name of an actual moth.
Oh.
That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, you really just turned into a giant fucking killer moth. That's kind of cool.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm gonna be.
There's a picture of you kicking Robin's ass.
Perfect.
How does that make you feel?
It feels good. I think I chose right.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Like it'll start very just lame, and they're just
This
like,
character,
they'll just be like, ugh, and then when I become Charaxus or whatever, they'll be like, holy shit.
maybe it's Caraxus. I don't know. This character got a lot cooler.
There you go.
That's pretty dope.
That's my DC villain.
Killer Moth, huh?
If I wanted to
There
be
you go.
a Marvel hero, I'd definitely
Oh, he's in Teen Titans Go. He's in Arco. Oh, he's in the prequel comic Arco Knight.
feel like Wiccan.
Like,
be
would
a
you?
good
What
choice.
tier do you want to be? What tier do you want to be for Marvel?
Oh no, I want to be like
Want to be
top tier, so it would be like Wiccan.
another
or-
bottom? Oh, top tier.
Yeah, it would definitely be Wiccan. I think Wiccan's definitely
Wiccan?
yeah. So
Wiccan's not top tier.
he is now. He's like he's supposed to surpass the Sorcerer Supreme.
What?
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
God, you just want to be a.
Tiny little
He
twink.
looks like an anime fuckboy.
I'm all tiny little twink.
Yeah, he looks like an anime fuckboy.
But he's
Oh, he's gay.
yeah, and he's Wanda's son. One of them.
Oh, he's actually a twink.
And he's one of Wanda's sons.
Oh, is he in the show?
Well, he was, but like not really.
So he's not in WandaVision.
Well, he's in WandaVision, but not like as a person. He's like a child.
Is he quote unquote real in WandaVision?
I mean, I guess technically, not really.
Hmm.
She did make him
So Wiccan hooked up with who?
Hulkling.
Hulkling.
He's married to.
I didn't even know that existed.
He's actually not a Hulk. He's not related to Hulk in any sense of the word. He's like
What the fuck?
half Kree, half what's the shape shifting one? Skrull.
I don't know. Oh, scroll.
Yeah, he's like half Kree, half Skrull or something. And he can shapeshift.
So he's just like, I'll be the Hulk sidekick.
No. He has nothing to do with the Hulk. It's like it's just a misnomer. I think the only reason they called him Hulkling was because he was green.
That's annoying.
I know, but that happens with characters.
I know. I don't like it.
Well, too damn bad.
Wiccan, huh? That's what you're going with. That's the guy.
Well, I mean, if we're talking like real, then Gambit. Gambit, I think is
Oh, see, that's more respectable.
right. But like
You know, I feel like if I were to be anyone from Marvel, I'd feel like I'd probably be an X-Men also.
yeah, because Gambit. I mean, I'd want to be Rogue, but that's not gonna happen. Because I think she is my favorite X-Man.
Yeah?
It's hard to say. It's between her and Gambit for sure, and like their whole like thing in the animated cartoon was great. Just
Did you watch Dark Phoenix?
I did. I thought it was okay.
See, here's the thing, because I haven't seen it,
Oh.
and for some reason, Amaya and Jade were watching. Like, they started with fucking
Days of Future Past.
and then they just kept going. Yeah, so then they just kept going, and so I was like in the middle of Apocalypse, and then they were like, "All right, Dark Phoenix." And I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll be here." And I only stayed up for like the beginning, really, but I was like, "This is great."
It was pretty good.
I from what I liked it from what I saw, and then I woke up to the train scene at the end. But from what I saw, I liked it, and even Amaya also
so you
was
missed
like,
all the middle bits.
I know all the good shit. Yeah, all the good shit. Amaya was like, dude, I thought it was a good movie. I was like, why did everyone hate this movie? Or no one's watched it, or like whatever.
I think it was
Got a bad rap.
It's because it was like the same like they handled Jean going bad so horribly in the third X-Men movie. that I think
Last Stand.
it's been tainted.
Yeah, that's the. I thought it was weird too. I was just like, really, you're gonna try doing the same story again? And you know what's funny is I think the screenplay writer was the same guy that wrote Last Stand,
Oh, that wasn't a good idea.
and it's just like, why are you gonna try this again? You know?
Yeah, it was just
Like,
it was a weird.
there's so many there's so many stories you could pull from X-Men that are amazing, and you're really just trying to do the Phoenix Saga again.
I also thought I didn't like Apocalypse as much as I should have as a villain. Like he was very like meh.
Apocalypse, I like his design,
Mm-hmm.
but he was too small.
Right, because that's what I'm saying. Like
his
Apocalypse
size,
is
you
usually
know?
very like he's like Thanos level, where you're like, ah, shit, like we can't beat him. And then they did, and I was just kind of
Yeah,
like,
he's
oh,
big.
That was kind of meh.
Yeah, like he's supposed to be like huge, like tall and like
Yeah,
ripped.
menacing.
Kind of like Venom,
that was a great movie.
And then they did Spider-Man 3, and that's not Venom.
Ah,
That's kind of
Topher
what it
Grace
felt like, you
was
know?
Such a great choice.
That's
for
what it-
Venom.
That's what it felt like. It's just like Venom's supposed to be like a big hulking piece of mass, and that is the exact opposite of what you put on the screen.
He's so small.
Jesus. But like the poster, like his designs are cool and like the posters are cool, but then like you watch the movie and you're like, it's kind of like lame, you know? Like I thought Apocalypse was okay, but you know, I didn't think it was like terror. Like I don't destroy it like everyone did, but it's not like amazing either. It's kind of forgettable actually.
Yeah.
Except for that forest scene.
Oh, that was
Love
great.
that scene.
Yeah, I worry that now we're trying to, because now we can include the X-Men, and I'm kind of like, I don't know that we should. Like maybe we should wait.
I don't think it's gonna be X-Men the way people expect it to be. I feel like it's gonna be like Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. They're just gonna like exist, but they're not really gonna ever be called X-Men. You know what I mean? Or maybe it would be cool if they just did a show, like a proper X-Men show. I would love that.
But then it wouldn't, like, where were they during all the stuff that's happened is the thing. Like, why now?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you could do like the very beginning of like creating like Xavier creating like the school and shit. Just go from there, you know.
So it would be First Class. But
First
as a
Class,
show.
but you could flesh it out more. Because there's a lot
Right.
going on in First Class over time.
Yeah, but also as a show.
Because then you could like,
also-
oh god, imagine like, because then you can get to like the point, because you know the show's gonna be popular. So like season like I don't know, fucking 6 or 5 or whatever the fuck, like way down the line when the conflict is growing between Xavier and Magneto. Like, bro, you could really build that up and fuck people over with that. That'd be great.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I like the X-Men, so yeah, do it.
Love
I
X-Men.
think I'm worried because I don't think we'll ever have another Logan. You know, like we won't have
Logan
that.
is up there with me. Logan is so.
I cried
good.
so much.
It hurt. It hurt. And the sad thing was I didn't see it in theaters, and I was really upset with myself about that.
I don't think I did
What
either.
else did I see in theaters? I didn't see Mad Max in theaters, Fury Road, and I fucked up with that too.
I also
Because I was just like, I didn't know what Mad Max was really, and then everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's amazing!" And then like I watched it, and I was like, "Wow, I fucked up." Because that is an amazing movie.
I'd seen like the original Mad Max growing up, and I just didn't understand it. But then watching Fury Road, I was like, oh, all this makes sense now.
Yeah. Fury Road is really the best one, but Mad Max 2, Road Warrior, it's like right under it for me. Road Warrior is fucking awesome. Thunderdome's fucking weird. The first one's cool. Thunderdome. We fuck in this dome.
Oh my
That's not what they do.
god.
They don't do that. They don't do that. They're too dirty.
then we-
STDs are everywhere.
We harvest
Ew.
milk.
They did.
They did.
You know, I think on the floor on the wall in that scene, it says cattle room or something like that. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Fucking crazy. I think they call it mother's milk. What they call it.
They
I'd
did.
call it titty milk, but
Good old MM.
Little TM, titty.
Tea. Oh, titty milk.
Titty milk. Yeah. But yeah. What else did? I feel like there's a couple of shit. Blade Runner 2049. Holy fuck!
I
hate
saw that
myself
in
for not seeing that
theaters.
movie in theater.
It was so good. I
my God.
I was in London. We went to a private screening, basically, because there was only the 3 of us who went to go see it. It was in a tiny theater. It was full surround. It was amazing. I loved it. I could not believe that I had almost was like, no, I don't want to go. I was like, yeah, no, I'm
Did
going.
you
And
not
then-
see Blade Runner, the original?
Yeah. I've seen Blade
Oh,
Runner,
okay.
the original.
Have-
I was
which-
just like, I was kind of hesitant because I was like, oh, what are they gonna do? And then, boy, did I learn what they did. And it was just so good. I was so happy with it. Literally left the movie theater like, I can't believe we almost were like, no, we.
Dude, I remember
great.
it was coming out, but I think my girlfriend at the time was just like not giving a shit. So I didn't end up seeing it. And then like after we broke up, I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this movie I never saw. And I was like, fuck, damn it. I wish I saw this on an IMAX screen with the whole thing. I was like, fuck.
Amazing.
I mean, I watch it
was even
now.
better.
I watch it now that I have like my whole thing set up with all my speakers and shit, and it kicks ass. It kicks, but it still kicks ass. It still kicks ass. Like, oh, that movie oozes.
So
Fantastic. I was actually watching it yesterday, and I was just like, fantastic film. I still don't know if I like the original or this one more.
I think I liked the story in this one more. And like,
did you know
where this could lead?
Did you know? Well, they're not going to do another one. But
I know, but still.
the opening of this movie of 2049 is actually how they originally wanted the original movie to open up. So like one of the first scripts they had was that scene. Instead of scanning his eye, he takes out his jaw in the script, and then the number is like on his jaw. Yeah, fucking dope. But like the whole thing with like him outside with the worms and the suit
Yeah.
that he's wearing and like the pot, like all that was from the original script. Super
Such a
fucking
good
cool.
movie.
Super fucking cool. Also, Ridley Scott apparently when he was directing the first one, because I forget why he was getting because I don't think he liked being told like what to do on his set or shit like that. And I think because it was his first time working with like an American crew or something like that, so he was kind of like having a hard time adjusting. And the way he took out his frustration was he would just waste film. So there's like tons of footage, like useless footage, like this just random shit. Like he shot like them putting a bowl of ramen in front of Harrison Ford like 15 times or something stupid like that.
Fuck?
And that was his way of just like giving the middle finger to like the studio, just being like, get out, like stay out of my shit. Yeah. Fucking crazy. Yeah, like, I forget how much money they wasted on just film. It's crazy. And then also there's like another part where the room where he does the test on Rachel, and that's like the first time they meet. Well, when they were building that set, the pillars weren't how Ridley Scott wanted it, and he comes in, looks around, goes up to one of the construction guys and says, "I want you to flip all these pillars up like the other way." And he was just like, "Oh, okay." And that took like more than half the day to do that. Dude, the making of that movie is insane because of all the shit that went wrong, and like just being on set was terrible. Harrison Ford hated being on set. He was just like, because most of the time he was just waiting to act,
Right.
not doing anything. Yeah. So then when he would like act, he was like really just frustrated and was just like, I want to be out of here already. Yeah, that set was insane. It's crazy how like a piece of diamond came out of that disgusting coal.
Such a good like just I'm trying to remember what else I saw in that theater. Oh, the Florida Project. That was kind of weird.
Heard of that.
I don't know if that actually is what it was called. I might be mixing up movies. It was one
Florida Project. Oh, it's come up.
I don't. It has that guy
This
in
is a
it.
girl. I'm seeing girl. Oh, it has fucking Green
Defoe.
Goblin.
Yeah, William Dafoe.
Green Goblin.
Yeah, so like the movie was painted a lot differently than it was portrayed. It's a very artsy movie. It's very like, you feel bad at the end. Like there's no real win. You're just like, wow, that was depressing, and I really sat here for 2 hours and just got depressed.
Nice.
Because it's about this girl and her mom who live in a motel, and like other people live in the motel, and then it's like threatened to be destroyed or whatever. And the whole premise is the little girl makes a friend, and they're gonna go to Disneyland one day, but the mom just keeps fucking up and like has no money, and then child services gets involved. It gets really depressing.
Nice.
And in the end it's like she thinks
Depressing
she's
as
at
fuck.
Disneyland. The little girl thinks she's at Disneyland, and she's not at Disneyland.
Oh wow. She's in
Right,
child
it's-
services.
It gets real sad.
Is she in child services?
Yeah, that was no.
Is she dead? Is she in heaven?
It's just
She's
really
in
sad.
heaven now.
It's a sad movie. I was like, wow, I can't. And then we left, and we were kind of like, what? That's not the movie we were promised.
Oh no.
And we were like, okay, that was weird.
Oh,
we're
no.
like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I tried watching this new Tom Holland movie on Apple TV called Cherry. I couldn't
Cherry.
get past like I think 20 minutes. I was like,
I've heard
I'm
it's
good.
really weird.
It is very weird,
And not in like
but,
a fun, weird way.
I was like, I'm along for the ride, and then I'm gonna watch Blade Runner.
And Blade Runner instead.
What else is relevant?
Sneaky Snake.
That's not relevant.
Sneaky Snakes
Not
are
quite
always
as much. Are they?
fun. I don't know.
Man, it's a good thing this isn't live because everyone would be gone by now. You know?
Nah, there'd still be like that one person who's like, I just want to see what else they say that's fucked up.
No, they're just like, and then no, see, then it'd be followed up by that weird guy that just wants to suck one of our cocks.
Or both.
Did you watch the Tom and Jerry movie?
No, I have no interest.
You know,
in
it's
watching
weird because like I thought I would, but I don't care. It's just a weird thing to bring back.
Zero interest in that movie.
It's super strange.
What I am excited about, Space
Oh,
Jam
boy.
2.
I still haven't seen one. I should probably watch
I
one.
know. It's because like I don't know if you saw that people were up in arms about the fact that they changed Lola
Oh,
Bunny
what's her name? Yeah, Lola Bunny.
because they made
she's
her
not sexy anymore?
less sexy. She's a fucking rabbit. Get over it.
Yep. Well,
And a cartoon. You nasties.
sometimes people out there want to put things in cartoons.
Not a
And
rabbit.
even better if it's a rabbit. Sometimes that's what they
No,
want.
no.
Sometimes it's exactly what they're looking for.
I
yeah,
can't.
cartoon. But like, it's crazy because someone designed that. First of all,
The sexy rabbit. Or
someone
the non-sexy
designed
her.
her to look like that.
Sexy rabbit.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
someone
now she
designed
doesn't
her
look that way in the
Does she
cartoons
not?
anyway.
She looks.
No, she looks a lot more
She
square
looks the same.
and flat.
She looks the same to
No.
me. I mean, her breasts aren't as prominent.
Rabbits don't have
Well,
boobs.
the old one she did.
Right, but she shouldn't.
Also, Toon Squad.
Toon Squad.
Yeah. I don't know how that.
That's their basketball
right,
name.
But like, think about it. What does
I'm missing
Toon
it.
sound like?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but like
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that got
Hearing
passed,
it
but,
now.
whatever. Yeah. You never realize that?
no.
Okay, is the new picture when she's in the orange and blue, or is that the old one?
I don't know actually.
Because I can't tell which one's new. I'm thinking the white one is when she's...
So
Because
Lola
if
Bunny.
I'm
What did you
correct,
Google?
she looks a lot more sexual.
Oh,
I just
no.
put Lola Bunny.
Okay,
Or
so
maybe I'm looking at
on the-
fan art. I think I'm looking at fan art.
It's just some guy's Rule 34.
Well, because her tits are very round and her thighs are very huge. She's wearing very short shorts.
So in that one, that's the white one, right?
No,
she got
that
a blue
was-
scrunchie.
Oh yeah, that is the white one. Yes.
So the white one was what she used
Okay.
to look like.
She
now
looks
in that-
so somehow she got shorter.
They just took away her
Well,
boobs.
they're just covering her up more. Like,
No, they took
no,
them away.
I'm just saying
gone.
they're covering up her body more. That's what I meant.
But like, why? She's just a rabbit. She doesn't need
That's what I'm
boobs.
saying. Like, it's not anyone's fault but the person that designed it. Like, they
But there's-
knew
there's
exactly
people
what they were
up in
doing.
arms,
They knew exactly
like,
what they were doing.
up
Well, because they
in
want their sexy
arms about
bunny.
this.
They want their sexy bunny.
She's a cartoon.
They want their deviant art shit.
They can still make it. They can still do it
I
all
know.
themselves, and they don't. They
Well
don't
aware.
need the help.
Just think of all the
of-
people that wanted to put things in Professor Hops or Professor. What's her name?
Professor Hops.
Officer Hops from what's that fucking? What's that? Judy Hopps. Judy Hopps.
Zootopia.
Yeah, Zootopia. Judy Hopps. There's all kinds of porn with her.
Professor Hops.
Professor
here.
Hops. Just imagine how many
I
girlfriends.
don't get. I just don't
Just
get
imagine how many girlfriends were like, "Man, hey, wear this," and she's like, "Why does it look like Judy Hopps?" And then they were like, "Don't question it."
it. It doesn't make any. It literally makes no sense to me. I don't.
I honestly,
understand
I think psychologically, it's just the shape. You know, it's just like the curves, and it reminds them of real people, and they're like, "Heh, good enough. I'll fuck it."
No.
That's what I'm guessing. Can't really relate.
Like, I don't care if you're into cartoon characters, but at least can they be human-ish?
Ish.
Just don't. Like, I just don't get the why it has to be an animal. But maybe someone will explain it to me one day.
I don't know. I don't get it either. You just type in Judy Hopps and you keep scrolling. And eventually, you're gonna find something.
You don't even have to type Rule 34. It just comes
It's
up.
pretty. Man, the internet. The internet is something.
It's a dangerous, dangerous place. Watch your children.
Seriously. I mean, come on. Like, if you're a kid living nowadays, like, there's no way you can stop them. You know, they're gonna figure this shit out one way or another.
You can delay it.
Only for so long.
Right, no, I'm not saying it's permanent.
Until they hate you.
Because you didn't let them look at Judy Hopps Rule 34.
That's right. And they're like,
How
fuck,
did
I've been
you-
missing out on all
You
my...
didn't.
I could have been jerking off to all this furry porn years ago. I hate
Oh,
you.
if I have a furry child, I personally will take them out of this world.
Put them in a
They will
dumpster truck and drop them
Go
off the
missing, and you will never see them, and I will have
He's,
changed my name and fled the country.
So it's a boy, and he's into furry, and he also thinks the world is flat.
Oh, I'm taking him to the edge of it and throwing him off. He'll be the first furry in Mars. I will personally put him on the rocket and say
Hell
goodbye. Good luck on
Go
Mars.
figure it out.
Yeah. Don't call me.
Oh man! Don't call me. And then he makes it back, and he's a furry supervillain. You just created a monster.
Oh God.
He has a whole armada of aliens that are also
furry
into furry
Martians?
porn. Yeah, furry Martians. And they're gonna come and take over the world. And
Oh, they're gonna
make
come.
everything. Their furry landscape. They're coming in hard. It's gonna be their furry landscape. Everything's just gonna be furry.
As long as I don't have to participate and they kill me, that's fine.
You wouldn't even try to fight back?
Oh no, I'd fight back. But like, once I'm captured, because it's inevitable,
No.
then I'll just be like, nope, and then just crush the arsenic pill that's in my tooth.
Wow. Wow. How long have you had that there for? How long have you had that there for?
No, I'll get it put in when the war's begin.
Oh, I thought you've
Yeah.
had it now just in case.
No, I would definitely accidentally break that if it was in my
I was gonna say I'm surprised you haven't actually been down.
I'd be like, ooh.
We're just like hanging out, drinking, and all of a sudden, oh shit, what?
Josh, I have 20 seconds. You have to call an ambulance right now. You needed
They're
to
not
call
gonna
an
get here in
ambulance.
time. They're not
You
gonna
needed
get
to
here
call
in
an
time.
ambulance 3 minutes ago.
Oh my god. Just say white bitch in trouble, they'll show up.
She's dying.
Where's the white bitch? Right there. That's not a white bitch. That's a brown bitch.
Oh, I thought it was. I'm sorry. They leave me there.
He's sassy like a white bitch.
They just leave me. They're just like, someone else will get him.
Furries, superheroes, it's all here.
Furries and
You'll fi-
superheroes. Furries
you'll
and
fi-
superheroes.
You'll find them. Oh, why hasn't that been a thing yet?
Please no.
I'm Googling it right now.
No, oh God. You know who? Well, he wouldn't be a furry, but I think he'd understand them. Is
Doesn't he
Deadpool.
have a fetish for... Oh, I don't like what I'm looking at.
He likes
Doesn't
My
he-
Little Pony. I don't know that he has a fetish.
No, he just likes unicorns. No, he
Right.
definitely has a fetish.
For
Yeah, he
unicorn?
has a unicorn fetish.
I don't think so. I think he
What
just
am I
likes them.
looking at right now?
You just unlock something in yourself. You're like,
It's
uh-oh.
called the Furry Force.
Oh no.
I am not okay with this. One of them is
This is-
pregnant.
This is like the time we found out about that guy and the dolphin.
One of them's pregnant. I'm gonna
That's
send
a story
this to
for
you.
another
I'm just
podcast.
gonna send this. I'm just gonna send
We'll
this
save
image
that.
to you right now. Man, I'm glad no one else is looking at this with us.
Well, we can share it with the audience one day.
I don't know if they want this shared.
We can share that on the day that we talk about the guy and the dolphin.
Just Google Furry Force and you'll see it.
One guy, one dolphin. What can go wrong?
Oh, so many things. That was a journey.
Yeah, we'll have to recount that at
We
some
will.
point.
We will.
Because that was...
be
Oh,
reminded.
no. It's on
Yeah, you see
YouTube?
that?
Why she got like 8 titties?
Yeah, I guess so. Because I think she's a cow.
Oh, I couldn't see from the little preview.
There's like a pregnant squirrel.
Oh, I see the squirrel. I don't understand why the lion's in a thong.
I don't know.
And what is the
I
centaur?
don't know. There's also
And-
a crocodile.
Why is he a
That
centaur?
is, it looks like it's mounting a cat.
Oh, I see that. There's also a snake woman. Oh, that's
a lot
porn. It was literally like the fourth picture. Oh,
Oh, there's the porn.
oh, it's a college humor thing.
Oh my
That's why.
god, there's a temple and the unicorn's asshole is the entrance.
Oh,
He's
good.
sitting in a chair moaning and the waterfall is dripping out of his mouth over his chest. Is this a college humor thing?
I think
so
so.
it's a joke. They know exactly what they're doing.
They know exactly
Oh my
what they're doing.
god.
What
But you know
time?
people like watch this religiously.
It's literally listed as America's grossest kids cartoon.
Fantastic. I'm glad it's been made.
Oh, and then the first article is how the furry community embraced Colin Schumer's furry
Oh
heroes.
god damn it. See, people are taking it seriously and actually loving it.
They probably love it.
Like,
The
yes,
world
this is
sucks.
what we've always wanted.
The world sucks.
man, this is why aliens haven't contacted our planet. You know,
Because they're like, no.
they were like, oh, intelligent life. Let's check out what's going on here. And then they saw it, and they were like, ooh, no.
No.
If we start associating with you, it's gonna get real weird real fast. So we're just gonna go, not look back.
Turned right around. They put on a map. They were
Ooh,
like, don't go here.
Then they warned all the other aliens. They were like,
Yeah,
hey,
they
they got a different thing going on there, so stay away.
It's not a good idea.
Them back. Nothing good comes from here.
Well, I think we have some good things, but yeah, no. They should just avoid it.
Like what? No, we have like small little like good thing, but overall it doesn't add
They
up
should
to all
just
the shit.
keep going.
Yeah, walk past this. It's like if your drunk friend is throwing up in a public spot, you're just kind of standing around. They're like, yeah, ignore this.
My friend once threw up outside of a like it was a women's hospital. And she was throwing up outside of it, and this little kid walks by. He gave her like the what look, and then his mom was just like, oh, and like they just kept walking, and then me and my other friend were like, "You go, sweetie." Like,
Oh my god,
it was also like 11 in the morning.
Jesus. It was 11 a.m. I just realized what you said. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
We weren't drinking still. She was just hungover. She just, you just gotta let the demons
I
out.
don't think I've thrown up from being hungover. I'm always thrown up before the hangover.
Prior, right? Before.
Interesting, you throw up while you have the hangover.
Oh yeah, she was nauseous. It was not good. It was not good. Got some
That's when you
food in
just
her.
stay
She
in
was
bed.
okay.
That's when you
We got
stay
some food in
bed.
her. It was okay.
Yeah,
after
that's
that.
all you need. Food and water.
Yep.
God, I hate that feeling. You wake up and just dry. You just feel like someone's big ass mouth was on your mouth and just sucking everything out of you. You know what I mean?
I guess. I think there was better ways to portray that, but yeah,
Nah, that's perfect. What do you mean?
I would have been like, he ate a whole thing of saltines,
Nah.
or a vacuum was just attached. But no, you just someone who's just sucking the liquid out of you through your mouth
Yeah, they just like latch on. They're just like,
all night while you were sleeping.
while you were sleeping, you couldn't feel it. You had
no.
an awkward boner though.
I don't think it was
Like,
awkward.
fuck, why am I so dry and so hard at the same time?
And so wet.
Just fucking,
And they were just like, I don't know.
oh man, that's like the only time. Actually, no. Did I tell you recently when I threw up?
No,
It was
I
like
haven't been over in a while, so no. What?
when my friend we were having going away party for my friend
Oh.
Christian, and because he
Oh.
joined the Navy.
Oh, I didn't
he's
know
a
that.
Seaman now. He's a
Good
seaman.
for him.
He'll be back in April. But yeah, he's a
Seaman.
seaman. And
Mhm.
that joke lasted all night long.
Right.
So, we were at the party, and so they made this, like, I think they called it jungle juice.
I love jungle juice. It's so dangerous.
It was very dangerous. I didn't know what they put in it until I watched Taz mix another bowl. And I was like, what is that? And she was like, oh, you had vodka. And I said, I can't taste it. And she was like, yeah, that's what jungle juice is. And I was like, Taz, I've had like 4 of these already in the past 10 minutes.
Right.
And she was like, oh well. And so then yeah, I get hella drunk, and people wanted to leave, but then we ended up staying longer, usually, like,
Right,
and
right.
so I'm just getting drunker, and eventually when they had enough, they were like, let's go. So then I got into the car, and they were trying to get the rest of the people into the car.
Oh no.
And so in the middle of that, I just remember opening the door, and I went onto their lawn, and I started throwing up on their lawn. I remember that. Okay. What I don't remember was then, once I was done with that, I went to the neighbor's lawn and threw up on the neighbor's lawn. And then everyone says, like, yeah, all of a sudden we just hear Christian yell, no, not the neighbor's lawn. And he had to apologize and hose off their lawn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Classic.
Time. Yeah. Oh, that was the first time I've thrown up in a long time.
I was gonna say,
I want to say
think
the past year.
it's been, well, I don't know about that.
Unless I threw up when you were over at one point.
Well,
I don't
you
remember.
do like dry heave, which I think is worse.
Do I?
Yeah. Oh,
Do I?
like there was like twice.
in
I think.
the restroom or
Once in the restroom and then once in the. I don't know why you went to the
I
kitchen.
was just
And you like were like slumped over in front of the trash can and were just like going for it. And I was just like, oh God. And you were just like, you just couldn't get anything out. And you were just like, I don't feel good. And then like after I got you a cup of water and then you were just like, what now? And I was like, we go to bed? Like, what? There's nothing to do.
now?
I was like, you go to bed. Like, that's what happens.
What? I said, what now?
Like, I don't know if you wanted to like drink more or like I was like, this you have definitely the party's over, sir.
There's no me left
Right.
in those moments.
I was like, no. I'm putting you to bed. That's it.
Oh man. Apparently sometimes I can get really angry also. Like not to like wreck shit, but I'll just start yelling
I could see that for you.
at people. Yeah.
There was that
I think it's when something's annoying me,
yeah.
then it gets into like not
That
good.
that time we played
situations. Oh, were you there?
the werewolf.
Oh, you were there?
I was there for that. And Roland was
and I
just
was
like
getting mad.
right. And
I
Roland was
remember
just
that.
like and then you like pissed off Roland and then like you just didn't come back. And Becky was like, okay.
I think Becky after that told me, was just like, because we were gonna play werewolf again, she's like, are you gonna get mad again, Josh? And I was like, nah, I think I'll control myself better this time. And she was like, because I was legit scared.
Oh, I wasn't
And I
scared.
was like,
I knew like you were
sorry.
gone, but like I was like, oh boy,
Oh,
like
wow.
he's definitely rubbing Roland the wrong way, and like you could just see Roland just getting more and more pissed because
Well,
you were
not,
just like,
not even that. I was probably just getting everyone more annoyed and like in this awkward.
because you were just
situation.
like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, and you're just like fighting everyone's logic as to why we kept picking you as the werewolf, but it's because it was blatantly obvious that you were the werewolf.
Because I'm drunk as fuck.
Yeah, and you just couldn't keep it together. We were just like, well, it has to be him. And you would just be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. You just killed the one person who's trying to help the town. Blah, blah, blah. And like, you would just go off. And then we were just like, we'd like let you rant for like a minute or something. And then we'd just vote. And then we'd like kill you off regardless.
And then you guys win.
Yeah, and then we'd win because we'd be like, shut up, Josh. And then there's sometimes you just like sabotage. Like you like keep your eyes
Oh,
open
I
or
remember
something.
sabotaging.
Yeah, and
I
you just
remember
be like, oh, I
sabotaging.
know who the werewolf is, so I'm just going to make sure they win. And it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
well, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. And we were
'Cause
like,
it-
that's
'cause
not
it
how
was
the
a-
game works.
I was trying to say fuck you to everyone
Right.
that was against me. That's why.
That's not how the game works.
I don't give a shit. That's how this brain works.
Yes,
It's not very well. It's not adequate. It's not
Aw.
adequate. Oh yeah, good time.
I mean, you know what
Good
2 plus
times.
2 is.
Can't wait for
so-
more.
Come on, starting soon.
On a good day. On a good day, I know what it is.
2 plus 2, you know what a good day on a good day.
On a good day, 2 plus 2. It's usually 4. You know.
It's usually.
But I don't know what's going on with all this new math.
Yeah, I don't
What is that? Is that just a joke?
What?
I don't know. Whatever new math is.
Oh, I think there's supposed to be black math,
Black math?
which is to
Is that? Are you serious?
I think so, because it's to encourage black children to be interested in math.
What makes it black?
I have no idea. I really have no idea.
I feel like that is
But they were talking
Not a
about
good
it.
thing.
They were talking about it at the LAUSD like meeting thing. They were like, "Oh, black math will be a thing."
I feel like that's not okay. I feel like that's heading more towards the segregation than bringing
Right,
people
right,
together.
right. That's what I said. I was like,
You know?
that's almost like reverse segregation. Like you
Yeah,
did
some
it
of the some
willingly.
of the shit's like some of the shit's like, you know, I understand you think you're doing okay, but no, you're making it worse. You're driving the
don't-
wedge deeper.
I don't see how this is gonna help anybody.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna encourage nobody. But yeah, there it is. Black Math. Can't wait. When does Black Math premiere?
I think it's next February.
Oh, next February.
Yeah,
Oh,
during
perfect.
Black
It has
History
to be in
Month.
February, right?
Right. Mhm.
Yeah, Black History Month. Makes sense. It's what Martin Luther King was fighting for this whole time.
It's what Rosa Parks wanted.
Yeah, Rosa Parks.
On the back of that bus, she was like,
Yep.
"We get in black math.
Hell yeah.
We get it black."
Did I
math."
tell you there was a there was this kid named Kendrick. in my high school, and I think he was a freshman at the time, and I think I was a junior. But he was black. He was cool. He was great. But I remember we were on the bus going somewhere. One of my friends stands up and he just says, "Everybody, I just want to point out that Kendrick is sitting in the front of the bus," and we all just started clapping.
Fucking God. You know you're white when.
Oh man.
Wow.
That shit was funny.
What did he say? Because I would have been pissed.
He was laughing. He was a trooper. He thought it was hilarious.
He had to laugh so he didn't get his ass beat.
No, he wouldn't have gotten his ass beat. Nah, he was cool, but that was fucking hilarious. He actually, surprisingly enough, come to realize he's one of Christian's friends.
Oh.
And because Christian didn't go, he had left before he like went to high school. So yeah, he's one of Christian's friends, and he gave Christian an N-word card, like an actual N-word card. Had it laminated, signed, and everything. Yeah. I was like, this is brilliant. This is amazing. Yep. He even had a witness sign it too.
Wow. That's pretty
It
impressive.
was official. Yeah.
I don't know if it was official, but it was laminated.
No, it's a bit. Hey.
But it was laminated, so maybe.
It sounds official to me, you know. If I get one, you know, and someone tries giving me shit for it, I'm like, hey, right here, it's
Have
right
a
here,
card.
right here. I got the pass.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Can't get mad. Can't get mad. Pass.
Says
Universal.
Says I get to say it once a year.
Better make it count, bud.
I just
It did have an expiration date though. I will say that.
So it is a legal document then.
It is. It had an expiration date, and I don't know if he got it renewed.
I mean, I don't know that he should, but you never know. You may just want to have it just on the chance that you need it.
Yeah. No.
I don't think he'll ever need it, but just in case.
For emergencies.
Wait.
They're like, "What'd you say?" And he's like, "Hold on, right here."
Yeah, he opens his wallet. Here you go. And they still beat his
laminated
ass and take the laminated card.
Laminated.
He probably has to have a phone number on who like signed it and the witness too. Like they. Both,
I wish I had a picture of it.
They both have to be black.
You gotta confirm, right?
Yeah, they both have to have signed it, and they both have to put their number, their best contact.
Right. Yeah, you gotta confirm.
So they have to call them and be like, "Wait, so I'm about to beat up this guy. I just want to make sure. Is this a real card?" And they're like, "He's like, yeah."
Like,
Okay.
He's cool. All right. Sick.
This one time. He used this
You only
year.
get one.
Right, he used his year. I'm letting you know. It's official. I'm sending you the paperwork. I have a witness here.
There has to be a whole paper trail.
Yeah.
Just to like make sure it's all official.
Documented. Has to be all your T's, all your I's dotted.
It's like filling out police paperwork, you know. You gotta describe what happened, the situation,
Exactly.
you know, everything. You gotta get testimonies.
It has to go to a council. They have to decide if it was right.
Legitimate, yeah.
Yeah, and then if it was
The N-word
illegitimate,
council.
right? If it was an illegitimate use of the word, he will have his license revoked.
Revoked, right.
And suspended.
If it was insulting or demeaning in any way,
right.
you know.
Right.
Did it have a "my" in front of it?
Did it? Was it said with malice?
Yeah.
Intent to
that
harm.
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, you gotta check these things. You know, you can't just let anything slide. Right.
So much for the rest of the series.
Nah, don't worry. We'll be all right. Everything's good. You know, we'll have guests. You know, and we'll see if they're just as bad as we are.
If we get there.
If we get there, whatever happens.
So
all right. Well, I think that's good. I think I got enough. And then cut out the blanks. You know.
Do we have to? Oh, I see the
misfires
now.
Oh, you didn't see that picture?
No, I just googled it. You said to Google it.
And her six tit.
So are we gonna have a real outro? Or?
Yeah. Thank you for listening. This was the Canceled Podcast, and let us know if we got canceled or not. And yeah.
We'll be back soon-ish, maybe, hopefully, if we're in canceled.
This schedule's gonna get fucked. I'll tell you what.
No, why?
Yeah. How do you want to outro this? What if we just do we keep the moaning?
Boop boop boop. Goodbye.